5 things you should do for the perfect RevAir blowout. Number 5 is a must do, so stay tuned. If you've watched my channel for any period of time, you'll know that the RevAir Reverse Air Dryer has been a staple in my hair care routine since they launched in 2018. So I am super excited to share some really important tips that you'll need to know to make sure your RevAir experience is as seamless and smooth as possible. And today's video is sponsored by my friends at RevAir, so let's break it down. First of all, what is the RevAir? Well, it's not a blow dryer. The name RevAir literally stands for reverse air. It's a revolutionary technology that uses gentle vacuum suction to carefully draw the moisture out of your hair follicles in the actual direction of your hair growth. This allows your hair cuticles to dry flat and closed for smooth hair that's stretched and shiny. So unlike blow dryers that just blow hot air onto the hair, causing the hair cuticles to raise and potentially damage, the RevAir allows the cuticles to dry flat, smooth, and stretched in just one easy step with no damage to your natural hair curl pattern. Another great perk is that it dries the hair 70% faster than a traditional blow dryer would, and with less heat. I've been obsessed with my RevAir since they launched. It's not only been a quick and easy way to get a smooth blowout look with my hair, but also cut down on the time needed to achieve my look. It's much more gentle on my hair cuticles, and it's so easy that I can do it while watching a show or listening to my favorite podcast. I also love using it on my daughter's hair for a quick, smooth twist out base, or a perfect base for a protective style and braids. So if you're someone who has trouble getting a smooth or sleek blowout with traditional blow dryers, the RevAir Reverse Air Hair Dryer is going to be your savior because it literally takes zero skill to achieve smooth, stretched results. If you can push a button, you can achieve smooth, stretched hair. All right, so let's get into the 5 things that you must do for your perfect RevAir blowout. So number 1 is make sure your hair is clean. For your smoothest results possible, the hair needs to be free of any old crusty and oily product buildup, dirt, and dust. Not only will having product buildup on your hair and scalp stiffen your final look, making it visually less appealing, but the RevAir itself won't be able to suction the cuticles closed completely if there's buildup and dirt in the way. It's also not great for the machine itself to be sucking in any old product buildup, dirt, and dust, and then having to do the work to filter it out. That's just less air being focused on smoothing your hair. So always clean your hair thoroughly, whether that takes 2 or 3 shampoos in order to get your hair and scalp as clean as possible. So especially if you have type 4 hair, you can, and I feel like you should, use a leave-in conditioner prior to using the RevAir, but you only need a very small amount of product, just enough for the hair to soak it in. And then as the RevAir is suctioning, it's going to seal that product into the hair cuticle as it closes. So number 2 is one that I have a problem with, but it is hold that wand still. The great thing about the RevAir is how easy it is to use. You literally just have to hold a wand up to your head. But because it's so easy to use, a lot of us are finding unnecessary things to do while it's suctioning, like pumping the wand up and down. And I've been guilty of this as well, but you really just need to keep the wand still. The most you should be doing is just running the wand across your roots in order to make sure your roots are dry, but you definitely don't want to be pumping that wand up and down because it can cause the hair cuticle to be lifted up and down while the hair is drying, resulting in a less sleek and smooth finish. And it can also lead to tangles and knots. So I know it's tempting, but try to keep the wand still. So number 3 is one that maybe you didn't realize. I didn't realize this for a while personally on myself, but you want to make sure that your sections are not too big, but also not too small. Those of us with thick natural hair are so used to working in small sections at a time to achieve our best results. So this advice sounds like the exact opposite of what we're used to, but the sections need to be the width of the wand. So measure the wand width with your fingers. For me, it's about 3 fingers, and so that should be the size of the sections that you should be using. So for me personally, my sections are going to be 3 fingers in length and 3 fingers in width. The reason for this is because the hair should comfortably fill the wand space without getting stuffed in, for the perfect amount of airflow to suction the hair downward without the hair floating around in the wand or filling it too much. If there's too much hair in the wand, then the air is not going to be able to flow through it. And if this happens, the hair won't dry and the heat chamber might even shut off. But on the other hand, if there's too little hair in the wand, it can cause too much airflow to go through the wand. And this will cause the hair to float around within the wand, possibly get knots, tangles, and lifted hair cuticles as well. So make sure you're measuring your sections correctly so that you're not sectioning too little or too much hair at a time for your smoothest results. You may already know number 4, but I need to mention it. It's just to not turn off the RevAir machine until you've pulled your hair out of the wand completely. Personally, sometimes I get ahead of myself, and when my section is dry, I'll turn off the machine before pulling my hair out of the wand. And every time I accidentally do this, I notice that the hair isn't as shiny as the other sections. So I'm thinking that that downward motion of pulling your hair out is also extremely important to achieving your best results. So pull the hair out and then turn the machine off. And lastly, number 5, which is the most important to getting not only your smoothest results, but protecting the investment that you made into this technology, is to make sure you clean your basket filter and your side filters after every use, and wash your filters after every 5 uses. The filters on the RevAir are the lifeline to this technology. They allow the proper airflow to flow through the machine so that your hair dries evenly, so that the suction can flow through the wand properly, and so that the correct amount of heat is applied to the hair while the machine's in use. So if those filters are clogged, you're definitely going to experience an uneven set. So it's really easy to clean the filters. I'm going to show you how to do that on the new RevAir. And if you have the old version, I'm going to place a link in the description with those simple instructions. On the new RevAir, there are 4 filters you'll need to clean, and on the old, there are 3. On the new RevAir, you'll just need to grab the main basket filter, the 2 side exhaust filters, and then the heat chamber filter cover on the wand head. After every use, simply remove any hair or dust that gets trapped in and on the filters. So on the basket filter, it will be inside the basket. On the side exhaust filters, you'll just pinch them out and then pick off the hair and dust. And for the heat chamber, just unscrew the cover and remove any hair or lint from the inside. And that's it. And then after every 5 uses, you'll just want to do a deep clean to the basket filters and the 2 side exhaust filters only. The wand cover never gets washed. So to clean the basket filter, just grab some dish soap and a clean toothbrush and gently scrub the filter mesh on the inside and the outside to remove the buildup. Or you can simply just set it in the dishwasher with the open basket facing upward and run the dishwasher like normal. You'll know the filter basket is properly cleaned when you can hold it up to the light and see through it. Cleaning the 2 side exhaust filters is even easier. Simply shake off the dust and rinse it with warm water, not hot water. You don't want to squeeze it or wring it out. Just shake off the excess water and place them on a paper towel to air dry. And then when the basket filter and the 2 side exhaust filters are completely dry, just gently place them back into the machine. And that's it. Do this every 5 washes to keep your machine working like new. So I hope this helps. If you do these 5 tips, you're going to receive your best RevAir Reverse Air Dry possible. And if you've been on the fence and haven't purchased a RevAir Reverse Air Hair Dryer yet, I'm going to place a link in the description box where you can pick yours up with a 10% discount using my affiliate code NAPSHAL85. So thank you so much to RevAir, the sponsor of today's video. I'm so thankful to be able to work with a brand that has been a staple in my healthy hair care journey. So I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.